Council Committee on Ordinances and Legislation will now come to order. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Madam Clerk?
Councilor Kadim? Councilor Dion?
Here.
Councilor Lee?
Here.
Councilor Pereira? Chair La Liberty Laveau.
Here. Councilor Kadim is on his way, and Councilor Pereira has left for Florida today, so she will not be joining us. Item 1 is citizens' input. Is there anybody that would like to speak to the Committee on Ordinances and Legislation? Citizens' input. Seeing none. Item 2, the minutes from the December 3rd, 2019 meeting. We would need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion approved made by Councilor Lee, seconded by Michelle Dion. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Item 3 is proposed ordinance of traffic.
Motion to approve.
Chapter 70 of the Code of the City of Fall River, which chapter relates to traffic to be amended as follows. Inserting the following streets for handicapped parking. So do we need a motion to emergency preamble first, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Motion to emergency preamble.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we will also need a motion to pass through all readings with emergency preamble.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Item 4. Is another traffic matter. This is relating to parking at all times on Commonwealth Avenue. I don't know if there's anyone from Commonwealth Avenue here. I know that this has been through the traffic board and it was discussed at a finance meeting of the city council. I think a motion to pass through first reading would be appropriate if the board would like. We need a motion first and then we can discuss.
Motion made.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion?
My discussion is, at the finance meeting where this was discussed, I thought that Councilor Kilby made a good point, because this would prohibit anybody from parking on Commonwealth Avenue at all times,
Would.
which I believe down the road will cause significant problems for the people who reside there. So then he brought up the idea of resident permits, which would make more sense, because it would give them access to parking, but it would still accomplish their goal of not allowing anybody and everybody to park there.
I agree.
So that's my concern with this.
So we have Laura, the Director of Traffic. Ms. Farah?
Good evening, councilors. What's before you on Commonwealth Avenue is only a small portion of no parking between signs. And the residents did attend 3 traffic board meetings, and at the last meeting, it was agreed with the residents that we were going to try this. The facility had put up signs on their white fence that said no parking, but it wasn't an ordinance, so we had to take those down. And then that's when we met with all the residents, and it was agreed that we would do the no parking. And this is to help, because when they park on both sides, the road becomes narrow. And when they're parking next to the white fence, they're parking really close to the white fence, that people are walking on the street. So that's why there's going to be no parking between signs.
So it's only gonna be on one side of the
It's going to
street
be,
and a small portion?
it's probably, it tells you the measurements right here. It's 259 feet, which is basically the whole white fence of the facility. So it's basically the whole facility. It's not going to go into anyone's property or residence.
Okay, with that I yield.
Do you have any questions, Council?
No questions.
Ms. Farah, the residents, were there a lot of residents at the last traffic meeting?
The 3 meetings that we had, there was always there about 12 to 15 residents.
And were they unanimous in this?
This one, well, they were to at least get something going.
To try it.
And this will also help us to tag. So before, when they were parked that way, you couldn't do anything because there was no signs up. So now, whether it's on weekends, especially when there's a detail officer there, they'll be able to tag any vehicles that park on that side.
And then if the residents are in favor of trying this, then what I would suggest to the committee is that we do put it through with an emergency preamble. That way we can try it quicker, and if it doesn't work, we can remove it quicker.
That is correct.
I would
Okay.
make that motion.
So a motion for
Second.
an emergency preamble has been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to pass through all readings with emergency preamble.
I would make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So voted.
Okay, so now you have the remainder of that ordinance, because there were 3 sections. So you're just gonna remove section 1 to put through all readings with the emergency preamble? And section 2 and section 3, you'd wanna do first reading probably?
Section 2, okay. So motion for section 2 would be through first reading.
Section 2 and 3.
2 and
2
3,
and
we can
3.
do them at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just motion to move to remove 1 and to take 2 and 3 together.
I don't think, do we need that? Or do you just need a
No, we
motion on
already
2 and 3?
removed one, so
We were-
just
Motion to take 2 and 3 together.
with, well, they are together, so you
Okay.
just, if you wanted first reading.
Motion to move to first read.
Yep, sounds good.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So voted. Item 5 is from the Park Department. The Board of Park Commissioners voted at their January 9th, 2020 meeting to withdraw their request dated March 22nd, 2019. That was referred to the Ordinance Committee regarding changes to Section 54-132, Notice of Proposed Changes in Parks. And the Park Committee is looking for a leave to withdraw.
Motion to leave to withdraw.
I'll second that motion.
A motion made and seconded. No discussion, I'll leave to withdraw. All in favor?
Aye.
So voted. We don't need to do anything else to that one, do we, Madam Clerk?
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn has been made and
Second.
seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
So voted.